Daily Detroit is brought to you by the community. Support our work at patreon.com/dailydetroit.
Today, our show is in two parts. First, event organizer Jonathan Witz previews the new Royal Oak Taco Fest and tells us about a brand new Taco Week. Downtown Royal Oak has been a center for events, and this new one over the July 4th weekend has already filled their slots for food trucks, and we'll talk about some new features revealed first here on Daily Detroit. Then, on this Wednesday, April 13th, 2022, I'll catch you up with 5 quick things to know around town. So welcome to your Daily Detroit. I'm Jer Stays, and let's just get started. Joining me on the line, John Witz. How are you, sir?
I'm doing great, Jer. How are you? So excited to be chatting with you.
Yeah, me too, because, who doesn't love a good taco? I mean, really.
For all that we disagree on in society, I think tacos could be the thing that brings it all together if we need it. So for sure.
And I am for taco trucks on every corner. Let's talk about the new Taco Fest that you're putting together, the Royal Oak Taco Fest, which I'm interested to hear more about because this is the first year, right?
It is. Yeah, we're thrilled, and I think again, you take the theme of tacos, of course, tequila, margaritas come along with that, and you put that into the city of Royal Oak, which is known for festivals, known for a great backdrop of bars, restaurants, and retail with plenty of parking. I think you have the recipe, to use a good food term, for major success, and I think we've got a good party weekend on the 4th of July, and those that are not traveling up north will be treated to some amazing food and drink for sure.
Well, and that's the thing. Like, not everybody goes up north, and times that I haven't been, I've always been kind of looking for something. So, you have a long track record of well-attended events. If people don't know, whether it's like the Winter Blast, Arts, Beats, and Eats, things like that. So, why a taco fest?
I think that there's been success there, and it's interesting that you ask, because we do get approached by entities, cities, et cetera, for doing events. And a gentleman who's been involved in a past taco event and other events, a guy named John Bedanchek, who's been doing cool events around town, brought this idea. And, him and I agreed to partner and put our skills together. And I think it's going to lead to, a really great lineup. I think one of the things that we bring to the table that's more than just a typical quote taco event is live music. I mean, we will have our 3 stages. There will be some Mexican, Spanish themed bands that will be announced soon, but we love to feature the Detroit music scene. It's diverse, it's talented. So we'll have a lot of music on stages. We'll also mix in strolling mariachi bands. So you could be serenaded while you're enjoying your taco. Some people might want to be private with their taco. Some people would like a serenade while they're enjoying it. So we'll have that going on. We're going to mix in, a taco eating contest, a hot pepper contest, some lucha libre wrestling to have some fun and add some kind of unique, and I'll say it, for a taco, cheesy entertainment to add to the festival. And I think it's going to be a really great weekend, and I think it's going to hit Royal Oak at a time some of these holiday weekends aren't as busy for downtowns, and we expect to bring 25 to 30,000 people a day down for this.
Well, and there's been so much happening in downtown Royal Oak as of late, and so where's the footprint of this going to be there? Because downtown Royal Oak is getting to be kind of a big place.
It is, and there's some construction on Main Street, so we're definitely not closing that, and we're leaving Washington open as well. We're using a footprint that we do for the Rock and Rides Festival, so we'll use 5th Street in front of 5th Avenue and O'Toole's, and that's a great party street, and there'll be a lot of adult-focused, live music and DJs there. We'll stroll down center, and the procession of taco trucks, and we'll get into a great list in a minute of that of folks that have already signed up within a couple weeks of announcing this. I mean, we're already full, so that's cool. But
Oh, wow.
we'll go down Center Street. We'll utilize two parking lots. There's kind of a triangle lot that's bordered by Center and Six, and then there's a big lot that we use for the main stage at Arts Beats and Eats. That's going to be used. So we'll take Center. We'll go down to Sixth Street, a little bit west toward Washington, where the Oak City Grill will kind of be a border, for us. And then we'll use Seventh, and our family activities will be on Seventh. And one thing that we're coming up with that we'll break with you guys is that we're working on a real cool splash zone. Just because of the time of year, we're going to work on some kind of water activity or event just to stay cool and have some fun. So, more on that's coming soon. But, I think with the, being right in July, I think, you should have something, fun and cool, literally cool for, kids to enjoy. But man, I'll tell you, our taco lineup is looking crazy right now with the restaurants we have signed up.
Yeah. And so what has been the response with that? You said that you're already full.
So we're in touch with a lot of food trucks, and word seemed to get out organically on this pretty quickly. So, I mean, just to mention some of the great ones that are just Mexican themed: Buffy's Mexicasian, Cosmic Burrito. Drunken Rooster does a great Mexican Spanish flavored corn, Casa Amado, El Taquito Taco Truck, El Taco Veliz, Galindo's, El Taco Dojo, Los Dos Amigos Tacos, Peace Love Tacos. You got to have some peace out there, with what's going on. Real Taco Express, Tacos El Caballo, Senor Tacos, Sabor Latino, the Taco Truck, Vegan Nova. We'll have several, of the taco trucks offering vegan tacos, and Vegan Nova certainly does it great. They won awards at our Harvest Fest and Food Truck Rally in Detroit last fall. Tacos El Ordeo, Torta Express, and then there's some other, restaurant and food trucks that we'll mix in there. So we have, as you can see, a stellar lineup, and I think you got to be careful if you're going to draw a lot of people like we think we are and hype this up. You got to make sure you got plenty of places for them to go.
Logistically, I know your events have kind of done it in different ways in the past. How are people going to get tacos this time? Is it going to be cash at the trucks? Is it going to be tickets? How are you going to do that?
Well, we definitely are eliminating the tickets. We don't have any events right now since we made the change at Arts Beats and Eats. You no longer have to buy tickets. So everything's cash and credit directly. There's a $7 discount admission in advance, $10 at the door. We do want serious taco extraordinary, patrons to come to this event. So there's a small cover charge to qualify and help with expenses, and they'll just be able to go right up to the trucks and the booths and the stands and just pay with cash and credit. So it'll be logistically pretty smooth, especially again with the advanced ticket sales. We'll be able to get people in quick and just flash a ticket, and we'll get you started on on a real a thrill for the senses and the taste buds.
Royal Oak is a central location, so it's kind of clear to me like why it seems to be a winning place for you to do things. So when I think about central locations, I also think about things like parking. So can you speak on that really quick?
Yeah, I can. And we'll really be focused on that. Again, there's some construction. Main Street's gone to one lane. So we'll really be encouraging finding the parking decks off 11 Mile and off of Lafayette. I mean, Lafayette or even closer, there's thousands of parking spaces that are available. I do not believe the city is planning on charging anything different for parking. So that means at the parking decks, free for the first 2 hours and 75 cents additional hours. So I think the parking deal will be incredible. And as based on demand and where we're at, like at Arts Beats and Eats, we've added a shuttle if we feel like advanced ticket sales are high and things are building up. We want to make sure that things are logistically, organized for folks. And we've had a track record of that. And we will remind people of the Main Street construction and how to best get in and avoid the little bit of traffic that's going to cause. I mean, we've done big events in Royal Oak without having traffic jams, and we plan on having good communication, with the media and our patrons on the best way to get around. So we pledge to everybody, smooth sailing on getting in and getting your tacos, and don't forget the tequila too. Tequila sampling, frozen margarita trucks, lots of good partnerships going to be announced there. So we'll have some cerveza, some tequila, and some tacos, and mix in some family fun too.
And I'll also mention too that, some people I know might, they look at a parking garage and maybe they're not as used to it, but Royal Oak is eminently walkable. Like if you live near downtown Royal Oak, if you can get there, like it's a joy, even if you are parking a block away or something like that. It is a joy to walk through Royal Oak. It's definitely a space that, and I think it's one of the things that makes it stand out in the region.
Well, and I'm so glad you mentioned that, because I think that there's two reasons that I wanted to touch on that point. The first one is, if by some reason, again, this thing just goes crazy and there are, lines for food and things like that. One of the great things about Arts Beats and Eats and Winter Blast, the interaction, people have a wristband, and when they come in, they'll be able to leave the site, enjoy that walkthrough. They can go to Canado's Tacos, or they can go to Mesa. They can go to Luigi's or Lily's or Fifth Avenue, or so many of the other places for food, drink, nightlife, entertainment there. So that is one thing that I completely agree with. And it really is a backstop, for people who need an extra place to sit or just don't want the hustle and bustle of crowds. There's so many places to dine and escape to. And then the other thing I will also break on this interview is that we are working with the Royal Oak Restaurant Association on a taco week leading in. So restaurants will be featuring tacos, discounted special tacos, one per restaurant at most of the restaurants in the week leading up and through the weekend. So the festivities of Royal Oak Taco Fest will be preceded and complemented by a local taco week that is in production and construction right now, just to add to the festivities. So I think, as you said, it's just a dynamic, great backdrop and, collaborative venue to host a festival like this.
Well, I know that listeners of mine are always excited about tacos, and I'm excited to hear about that news. All right, the Royal Oak Taco Fest, royaloaktacofest.com, July 1st through 4th. Thank you, John Witz, for your time on Daily Detroit.
You're welcome. Buy your tickets now. It's going to be crazy. Thanks so much, Jared. Take care.
Here are 5 quick things to know around town. The city of Detroit's top lawyer says overtaxed residents cannot be repaid. State law, they say, prevents it, according to a Bridge Detroit report. At issue is about $600 million of revenue that the city of Detroit brought in based on incorrectly valued properties. It's important to note that a large number of tax foreclosures happened during this time, and a number of people lost their homes. The Royal Oak Theater is a step closer to demolition. Royal Oak's Planning Commission voted 4-2 to recommend a 5-story mixed-use development that would replace the theater built in 1941, but keep the marquee. Despite some outlets saying that the theater will be demolished, advocates for the theater tell me in an email that they don't think it's over yet. There's a meeting of the full commission on April 25th. Salatai in Eastern Market closed abruptly over the weekend. It was located for many years in the old Detroit Fire Department repair facility on Russell. I've eaten there many times. Their spot in Sterling Heights remains open. Boulangerie Le Rouge is coming along in the old Cornwall bakery space on Kirchville in Grosse Pointe Park. It's going to be a French bakery and ran by Trenton Chamberlain from Brick's Pizza on the same block. Roughly translated, it means the Red Bakery. Previous reports said it'd be open sometime this spring, and it looks to be on track. And finally, my personal congratulations to the people over at Ferndale Radio. The community radio station has been working for years to get online distribution for their music and local over-the-air programming, as their low-power license limits their geographic reach. They're based in the Rust Belt Market at 9 Mile and Woodward in downtown Ferndale. You can check them out at ferndaleradio.com. With that, we are done for today. Thank you so much for listening. If you value what we're doing, consider leaving a review. 5 stars, Apple Podcasts, Spotify. It'd be most appreciated. With that, I'm Jer Stays. Remember that you are somebody, and I'll see you around Detroit.